I, Assistant Professor Dipti Bhosle, welcome you all. Thank you for joining us today. So we'll begin with the college video. I request the technical team to please play the video.
Tushar, is there a technical problem over there or what?
Yes, sir.
You can play it again, not a problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm learning drawing and I'm in fine arts.
I'm learning 3D design. I'm in applied arts.
I'm learning identity design. I'm in applied art.
I'm learning printmaking. I'm in fine arts.
I'm learning typography. I'm in applied arts. I am learning portrait. I'm in fine arts.
I'm learning UI UX. I'm in applied arts.
I'm learning photography. I'm in applied arts.
A very good morning once again to everyone. Our today's topic is when passion converts into profession. And our speaker for today is Mr. Anand Bhutkar sir. Since his childhood, he always dreamed of becoming a successful animator and visualizer. And he has made his active presence today in the current animation market. He is an accomplished motion graphic artist, a successful animation director, a mentor and animation trainer, and a VFX visualizer. Founder of the Media Tree LLP Pune. He is working as a creative director and branding through corporate films. Sir has over 18 plus years of experience in the animation industry, more than 8 plus years of experience in creative drawing, and he teaches over 80 plus students every week through online teaching. He has worked through multiple jobs from a junior flash animator to begin the creative director at Media Tree. Each of the different profiles like character designer, flash character animator, VFX artist at Media Solution, Pixel Eye, Fabus Creation have collectively added to his skill set and evolved his art for his profession. He has worked for Akbar Birbal, a cartoon series for Cartoon Network. He animated 10 distinct mythological characters in Dashavatar animation film. He was working with Jingle Tunes and the list goes on. He has handled various branding projects with various corporates like Cipla, Capgemini, Dubai Sports Tourism, Peak Pacific, Bharati Vidyapit, and many more. He has also done storyboard direction for many Marathi films like Fun Tours, title for Marathi films like Deulbanda, Gadbad Gondal, Sera, etc. Along with all his professional accomplishments, Sir is also a contributor to effective education, a visiting professor, project guide, advisory committee member at renowned institutes like Symbiosis School of Design, Rubik India, VIT College of Multimedia, and such. Sir believed that learning builds in you the technique to accept art, and technology is something that enables you to execute your thoughts. It is a boon for an artist. We assure you that each one of you today will go away with a great knowledge and understanding of the industry and what it takes to forge a successful career. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. I would like to welcome our HOD, Professor Parag Sherke, sir, and I would like to request you to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dipti ma'am, once again. And it's my privilege to welcome our today's guest, Mr. Anand Budkar, because he is my batchmate also. So it's my privilege to introduce you people. As I know him from our college days, he's the person who always engaged with with paper and pencil, who always explore his drawing through different sketching, and now what he become today, that he is a founder of a lemon tree, and I'm very proud of you, Anand. I know your each and every step of your journey, that as being an animator of Flash animator, you have started your journey after your graduation, and now you are a founder. So it's very proud moment as a friend to me. And let me add one more thing in his portfolio, that everybody is know a Marathi movie, that Mulshi Pattern. So for Mulchi Pattern, he has done titling as well as VFX for throughout the movie. So welcome, Mr. Anand, and I hope, as per the today's session, when passion converts into your profession, so you are the best example for which, and you can give lots of knowledge to the people, today's participants. So they are eager and they are interested in the field of drawing. But what are the other professions which is related to our drawing field? So they will understand more deeply, which is more related towards animation industry. So welcome, Mr. Anand, once again with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to welcome our Principal Dean, Professor Dr. Milind Dobre, sir, to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Welcome, Anand. This is a really proud moment for all of us. I know you personally. You have been working with us and as a guide to our students. And I know your work, you have done tremendous work in the field of animation. And this is another dimension just now Parag has added, that you also have worked with special effects and VFX to Mulshi Pattern. And yes, I'm really happy to invite you on this forum, where our students, the existing students as well as aspiring students, will definitely get benefit of it. They will definitely understand drawing can be converted into a profession if they have a passion. And the title of this program is When Passion Converts into Profession. And yes, I know you are the best example of the profession you are working with, and many of us we are aware that animation is not just a cartoon film. Animation is widely used in every sector. May it be advertising, may it be films, may it be titles. So in this session, we would like to know more about animation field and what are future prospects about animation. And how animation field is related to drawing, and how applied art students can be benefited with by entering into their course. So I know students are eagerly waiting for your guidance. So without taking much time, I would ask you to please guide our students. One more thing before we start, one more thing I would like to add over here. We consider animation as one of the great pillar of profession. Why? Because in our curriculum, we are basically focusing on animation illustration, branding, packaging, then UI UX, and publication industry. So being a first pillar of applied arts, I know it is very important. So we hope you will guide our students so that they will choose this as their first choice for their career option. Thank you once again, Anand. You're welcome, and all the best to all participants and students. Thank you. Thank you, Dipti.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I can say the wait is over. Now I hand over this program to Anand, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Parag and Milind sir and Dipti ma'am for lovely introduction and such a kind words. It's not, I'm not that great to be very honest. I just do or did whatever God gifted me, and it converts into whatever who I am. And still that journey is there. So let's see, let me share whatever I have. I want to begin with my student phase only, because majority of here is student. So yes, of course, in school days, I'm not a bright student in academics, but I'm bright in drawing, and that is the only choice I have. And yes, of course, with help of parents, support of parents, I dive into this fine art stream. And yes, one thing I was very clear with with me. Luckily, those thoughts are clear in my mind. This is the practical field. It's not that theoretical field. So I completely focused on drawing and only drawing. And this is how my journey started. So yes, and I strongly believe, I strongly recommend, or whatever I can say, uh, uh, fine art helped me to develop my strong base. That is very honest, this thing, due to I'm very thankful to my professor, my institute where I learned, with my friends, they supported me and everyone. So because of fine art, I got very strong base of creativity and drawing that I must add here. And yes, of course, after completing, after spending 12 years in as a employee, or continued as a job kind of thing. After that one point, वो एक typical phase आ जाता है यार, बहुत बस हो गया, let's start our own thing, let's put up our own thoughts. And that's how I came up with the Media Tree LLP, and we started. If streams point of view, if you ask me, or if I want to share something, so yes, I started my career, my course is completely based on, I did the foundation. After that, I did my applied art. So it's a little bit advertising oriented kind of thing. But after that, I completely shifted my focus to character animation. So at that time, I'm talking around 2002, 2002 kind of thing. So at that time, in India, animation industry just started. Okay, so in Bangalore, Trivandrum, over there only companies थी वहाँ पे existing, okay, and a few work in Mumbai also. Somehow I heard about it, and one thing tempted me that भाई मैं जो ड्राइंग करूंगा उसके लिए मुझे पैसे मिलने वाले हैं, so that is the best thing I heard. Okay, so I completely focused on it, and I'm so fortunate that I got first job in character animation only. So I started my journey like that, and slowly I began. I tried character animation, cell animation. After that, I moved to compositing. I moved to VFX. Now in my company, I'm doing branding work, animation films. As a creative director, I support for web designs also, of course, creative inputs. So my point is, uh, I'm hopping on many creative fields, that thing for sure. But in my opinion, base is same. वो basic है वो वही रहेगा. So, and that's why I really thankful to God or whatever कि मैंने fine art की background से मेरा education हुआ. So that is the best thing. Now let me quickly show you what I did. It's a small case study. I will quickly run through, and I want to relate that thing. What is the thought process behind that? So I think that is the best way instead of just general talking. Since I mentioned it's a practical word.
Yes. Correct.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible. Yeah.
So yes, जब मैंने company start की and I got this opportunity, I got this assignment. It's a logo. This is not designed by me. One of my good friends, Saurabh Sandegar, who designed this logo. And this logo is for one of renowned filmmaker, Sujat Lahake, who's a national award winner and very creative, amazing guy. So I got that opportunity to work with him. So it's his company. And he mentioned that Saurabh suggested him my name, and that's how we got connected. And he's looking for a logo animation for his company. The logo animation, he don't want that kind of means कोई fancy lavish or glossy look. He don't want that. Means camera घूम रहा है, zoom, zap, zoom, that kind of feel he don't want. He wants something different. He is very artistic. He have very artistic thought process. So yes, we discussed, and yeah, I came up with, I gave few options. So this is concept one. Let me quickly go through with this. The concept is all about the film history. Okay, so this is I thought about that, which colors I'm going to use, what kind of lines, what kind of elements which I'm going to use. So a lot of thought process behind that, but I came up with these kind of elements. So what kind of personalities we can take in that logo animation. So we shortlisted few people or the masters of film industry, and yeah, so the manipulating or the processing of that images, instead of portraying only that photographs, we are thinking about something like this kind of treatment. And yeah, this kind of feel we want to give to that animation. But somehow after completing animation, Sujay mentioned that yeah, Anand, this is not working, means this is not I am looking for. I don't know, but I'm not convinced. I said, okay, fine, let's start freshly. Let me tell you one thing over here. I have to mention this thing. I do both types of job. One is purely commercial, which run my studio for bread and butter. And one thing is, of course, money earning is there, but that is for my satisfaction. Okay. कि जहाँ पे यार हाँ कुछ तो अच्छा किया आज, that kind of feeling, you know. So this pattern or this assignment is something like that. Okay. So मुझे understanding आ गई थी how Sujay is thinking, or his thought process is very different. So and he's giving us that comfort zone to artist. Okay, ki, kar le, this is my thought and we'll think about it. So in that way it's very interesting process for me, and I found that interest. So again I started with second concept. We started with second concept, and then Sujay was little clear about that thought or what exactly we want, because we have one uh, example in front of us that अब भी हमें क्या नहीं चाहिए. That in that way we are very clear. So we are so Sujay showed me this kind of image, and he mentioned, can we use watercolors in animation? I said okay. So this looks interesting and this is little challenging. I said okay. So we started with storyboards. So Sujay gave me this kind of small storyboards. Storyboards means, let me quickly brief you. It's a basic planning stage of entire film, what we are visualizing, okay, what kind of frames can be. So this is a planning stage. So he mentioned that let's incorporate Pune. So Pune जब कहते तो obviously Shanwarwada is there, or few Puneri elements like cycle, lamppost, bridge, that kind of element we want to incorporate. So he gave me a basic story flow. This is how he is visualizing the video, and of course Puneri attitude, Puneri, yeah, very careful about Marathi grammar. So that kind of attitude he want to show. He want to very precise that attitude दिखना चाहिए, Puneri attitude दिखना चाहिए. I said okay. Uh, After that, these are close up, and then the final logo animation will be. This found very interesting for me. So on that basis, we started to recreate storyboard. Okay, and this is few frames from the storyboard. So जो कुछ visualization है, जो director का visualization है, over here Sujay is the director for this logo animation. So उस visualization को as an animation director we implemented it. So his thought is one thing, एनिमेशन में कैसा वर्कआउट होगा वो यहाँ पे हमने कन्वर्ट कर लिया. ओके, and yeah, this is the final version of storyboard. So we did so what kind of perspective is there, so where how we can get that depth, how that shots can be interesting, किस तरीके से वो shot design किया तो वो thought clear होगा audience को. So these kind of lot of aspects are there. So we did this, and we came up with rough animation. So let me play this. So after one point, once we get this idea, ki, yeah, everything is working well, soundtrack is coming well. Sujay took a lot of efforts, Sujay and his sound designer. So we came up with this thing. So this is something called, technically it's called animatics. But in that way, we are very clear, okay, this is what we want. जो first concept में हुआ था, वो यहाँ पे नहीं हुआ. In that way, we are very clear. Now let me add one thing over here. So I mentioned that Sujay gave me a rough frames. So drawing over here, drawing plays very important role. In my opinion, everyone can draw. Since our childhood, we do letters, right? So it's a basically letters. When we draw letters, words, it's a actually drawing, right? We are the only one who gave those drawing a meaning, some specific meaning, right? So in that way, everyone can draw. So in that way, Sujay is he have very strong belief system on storyboarding. So that's how I got clarity. Okay, this is how we want. Okay, अगर उसने ऐसे कहा होता कि हाँ मुझे पुणेरी मैन चाहिए और वो पुणेरी जैसे दिखना चाहिए. So this is very vague, right? But when you draw it on paper, in that way it is very easy for me and my artist. अच्छा, this is how something he is looking for. Okay, अगर मैंने आपको कहा कि I want to draw a one lion or tiger, सो मेरा टाइगर येलो हो सकता है, आपका टाइगर पिंक हो सकता है, किसी का टाइगर ब्लैक हो सकता है, किसी का व्हाइट हो सकता है. देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, राइट? बट ड्राइंग, जब मैं कुछ ड्राइंग दिखाता हूँ, इट्स वेरी क्लियर in audience mind. So that's how storyboard help us to get clarity in this storyboard. And then, of course, I came up with some reference. Okay, watercolor. When we are talking about watercolor, what kind of strokes are there? What kind of flow is there? What kind of colors which look interesting, which complement each other? So then I move for character designing. So these are few designs, these are few explorations, the starting point of character design. सो शुरुआत की हमने. सो फर्स्ट इनिशियल कैरेक्टर्स वो बहुत खड़ूस लग रहा था. पुणेरी उतने खड़ूस नहीं होते. ओके, सो yes, they have attitude, but yeah, so we explored more. Okay, I tried with colors also. Then I tried with pencil, paper and pencil. These are digital drawings, these are pencil drawings. Okay, and yeah, again, tried with different shapes. Again usko color karke dekha. When we feel that yeah, this is working well, so let's try to explore. But again we felt that where this it's not up to the mark, something is missing. So again we scrap that idea and again we move ahead. So I came up with this character. Then this character is looking like a little bit Kolhapuri style. Okay, so I colored it, but we Sujay like that black cap. Okay, तो वो वहाँ पे हो सकती है. So we then we come up with, we got an inspiration from very renowned author, Marathi author पु ल देशपांडे. जो कोई मराठी पर्सन है वो 101% उनको जानता है. So we got inspiration from his hairstyle and that nice two tooths. Okay, so we incorporate that. Okay, and then we came up with this final character with the expression, what kind of expressions he may have. Okay, and exploration of backgrounds. So पुणे इज एक टाइम था जहाँ पे पुणे इज नोन फॉर साइकिल्स. इट्स अ साइकिल सिटी. इट वाज अ साइकिल सिटी. सो लैम्प पोस्ट. So that was the identity. This grammatically wrong plate. Okay, कि जहाँ पे वो अपना एटीट्यूड दिखाता है, वो पोक करके वो उसे ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट करता है. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ प्लेट वी डिजाइन. दिस इज ब्रिज ऑफ कॉर्पोरेशन का ब्रिज, ओल्ड ब्रिज जो है, वो हमने एज अ रेफरेंस लिया. क्लोज अप शॉट्स. एंड दिस इज हाउ वी केम अप. I played with colors and everything. Of course, positive space, negative space, depth, perspective, so many things are involved. So yes, these are few technical things. I started with pencil and then moved for technology. So now this is the final output. So this is the
Nice.
this is how I came up with. So my point over here is जो कुछ base है. If you notice, in second last slide I showed that the video journey has started from pencil. Okay, and then technology is there. In my opinion, technology important, but creativity also important. Drawing is also important. So this is how I came up with this thing. And again, I repeat that drawing is really helped me over here.
Yes, Anand, I want to come on that point only because participants mostly interested in drawing field only. So you have also started your journey as a character designer and flash animator. So can you tell little bit about your after graduation, how that drawing help you to get into that character designing industry?
Yes, of course. So drawing, जब मैंने डिसाइड किया, लकीली आई एम वेरी फॉर्चुनेट दैट सेकंड ईयर में थर्ड ईयर में मुझे एनिमेशन के बारे में पता चला, एंड एट दैट टाइम आई डिसाइडेड ओनली, एंड पराग ने भी वो शायद कॉलेज डेज में ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि मैं विदाउट पेंसिल एंड पेपर कहीं जाता नहीं था. ओके, आई ऑलवेज कैरी पेंसिल पेपर एंड पैड. My daily target was 20-30 sketches daily. So that thing helped me a lot, because in my first interview मेरे पास कुछ नहीं था, means I don't have anything for animation as such, like जैसे अभी के students are so lucky that college already support करते हैं to make animation film, and then they can as a part the kind of thing carry करते हैं. So in that way I don't have anything. I have only drawings and sketches. So I simply carried those sketches and I presented it. And my boss got that sense. Yeah, he can do that thing. He has that capacity. And when he heard about the overall my education journey, so he offered me opportunity. And yes, it is very easy for me, because to adopt or to grasp that knowledge from seniors, जो मेरे सीनियर्स थे उनसे मैंने काफी कुछ सीखा है. वो कैसे बनाते हैं, किस तरीके से सोचते हैं, that is one thing. Another thing I want to add over here, see, nowadays आपको knowledge n number of places से मिल सकता है. Right knowledge मिलना, that is very important. Okay, right knowledge as per your requirement. Okay, and अभी के टाइम में मैं ये कहूँगा कि YouTube University is there. Okay, so called university now. But over there, आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है वो बताने के लिए आपको कोई नहीं होता. That's why you need personal mentors. Okay, that's why you need personal guidance, because everyone have different skill set and loopholes. That's why you need personal thing. But in my case, what happened? जब मैं सीनियर्स के साथ बैठ के वो देखता था, ग्रास्प करता था, I have some base कि जिससे ड्राइंग का बेस था कि वो मुझे एग्जीक्यूट करना आसान होता था. Okay, I can execute that thing because of drawing, and so base clear था. So उसके लिए ये सारे add-ons है. Every industry requires some extra things. So you just, if your base is clear, you just need to add those things. So
even Anand sir, if I know that I am having a very good drawing skill set within me, so in animation field, what are the professions are there available for these students? So with the help of drawing, they can be choose their profession career in related to drawing in the field of animation. So which are those professions?
Yeah. So current days, if you ask me, so of course 2D, 3D animation, medical animation is there, entertainment industry is there, e-learning industry is flourishing right now. Now entertainment industry, if we talk about entertainment industry, so many sub branches are there, like VFX industry, filmmaking, nowadays online web series are there, so many things are there. Okay, so in that way there are a lot of streams are there. So advertising stream is there. So, and because of pandemic, many things are changing, a lot of new things are coming up. So AR VR is new stream, means of course now it's already established very well, but of course a lot of things are coming up. So many platforms are there, and one thing for sure, animation have that capacity to engage audience. That is the base thing. So that's why जहाँ कहीं भी सेलिंग है, जहाँ कहीं पे भी मैसेजेस पहुँचाने हैं या फिर कुछ एक्सप्लेन करना है, there you need animation. So that is the thing. So that's the beauty.
Nice.
Anand, I have a question on behalf of students. I'm asking this question. Okay, I've taken admission in applied arts. I'm passionate. I know I like drawing. I can even draw something, but how to identify passion from within? What kind of qualities do I need to possess to show my passion in drawing, to show my passion in character drawing,
Animation.
or just a passion for animation? So what kind of qualities do I need to possess, number one, and what kind of qualities do I need to develop during the 4 years of my career,
Graduation.
graduation course? So what are those qualities students need to develop to become passionate about animation and get into animation industry? If you could highlight on that.
Absolutely. I think first point which I'm going to mention, I think that is very important nowadays. And of course, I will come to other points also. First thing, trust on your education system and professors.
Exactly.
Correct.
I'm talking on very personal level because many times I observe because a lot of distractions are there. I'm saying distraction. आज सर ने ये इट्स वेरी इजी कि YouTube पे जाके सर्च करो बट वो तो कुछ अलग कह रहा है.
Oh.
सर knows your thought process कि किस तरीके से तुम्हें अगर बताया जाए तो तुम्हें समझेगा खाना है ऐसे खाना है या फिर ऐसे खाना है वो सर because he is experienced. So trust, have a trust on that system. That is one thing. That is, I think nowadays it's very important.
It's very, very important.
Right.
And another one is, yes, of course, passion and drawing basically. अगर आपका drawing, now again, I want to differentiate two things over here. I'm not talking about line quality. I'm talking about understanding of drawing. Okay. First, initial stage, you have to good understanding of drawing, then go for line quality and those things. तो वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग होने तक अच्छा ड्राइंग की प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस. Another thing, yes, many times you require some time to explore yourself, what you are liking and what is your liking and what is disliking or interest areas. Okay. Nowadays, as I said, a lot of things are changing rapidly. So new streams are coming. So you have to give some time for you. Okay, ये मेरा interesting. This is my positive point and negative point. And be honest with you. There is no harm. कि हाँ मैं ये नहीं कर सकता हूँ कर सकती हूँ ये मैं बहुत अच्छी तरीके से कर सकता हूँ and go with that. And but you need patience. Otherwise maybe और बहुत बुरा होने लगा है कि मामा के लड़के को इतनी सैलरी मिल गई कॉलेज से बाहर निकल के फ्रेंड को इतनी सैलरी मिल गई तो मैं कहाँ पे हूँ. एंड so again every person have different skill sets and things, so it takes some time. So these are the qualities which I want to mention.
Right. So even I ask students to please, you can write down your questions in the chat box so we can ask to our sir. Anand sir, even I want to ask a few questions from students' point of view. In the field of animation, we know that there are three major sections we have, that is pre-production, production, and post-productions. So being a BFA applied arts or BFA painting or sculpture background students, so where they will get the opportunity to work more effectively.
Okay. So जब बाहर निकलते हैं students means when they after 4 year 3 year whenever they are ready with their education pattern. So again this is my personal opinion. Generally I suggest students to start with small studio. The reason behind this कि वहाँ पे सब कुछ करना पड़ता है. You have to multitasking and small studios can't afford huge team number, right? So they are looking for multitasking or candidates who are willing to do multitasking thing. And there are a lot of students nowadays, they are doing amazing work. They are very small, but they are doing amazing international quality work. So if you get chance, in that kind of studios, great. So don't hesitate कि यार वहाँ पे infrastructure नहीं है, वहाँ पे facilities नहीं है, or you know that lavish cafeteria नहीं है, or and something like that. Okay, just see what kind of work they do, and just it doesn't mean that बड़े studios में या फिर corporate जिसका structure है वहाँ पे आप apply मत करो, या फिर वहाँ पे भी opportunities मिलते हैं, but of course there are some different way where you have to prove, you have to do some you have to prove yourself, complete some formalities and everything. And but that is my answer. We start with small studios, you will get a lot of exposure and opportunities.
Okay. If anyone have any questions, students, please you can unmute and ask your question. Otherwise,
Yes,
you can
Parth,
put
you
it in
can
the chat.
unmute and ask.
Yes, Parth.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. This is Parth. Sir, I have a question that is being a journalist a good idea or being a specialized in starting?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. As a journalist, after that?
Sir, is being journalist a good idea or being a specialized in something?
Okay, so answer is Parth. Are you a mass communication student of mass communication, or what? Can you tell quickly about you? What kind of?
No, I think he is first year students only. BFA
No,
applied.
I think his question is like this: to be a general, like jack of all, right? But master of none is the better thing, or to be a master of one is a good thing.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Okay, great, fine. So yes, in this industry or in animation industry, you have to have one strong point. Okay, it may be your character animation, your character design, or whatever. But yes, you have to know all streams, and you have to be little flexible. कि okay, मुझे अगर responsibility मिली, or if there is any situation, I can handle the background designing also. Of course, I might take some time, but I can gel in that way also. And this, in my opinion, if you have some your fundamentals are clear, then it's very easy to shuffle here and there. But yes, it is always better you have one strong skills and then move to another. In again, I want to put up my example. My drawing skill sets are fine. I'm very comfortable in that. But I tried in VFX also. I taste those things. I did VFX direction. I did VFX also as a production. मैंने खुद बैठ के भी काम किया है VFX का. So I know that pipeline, and that helps me to run my studio. Now अगर मेरे कुछ colleagues, employees मुझे कहते हैं कि सर यहाँ पे ये problem हो रहा है, what can I do? Technology wise, I may not be help them, but logic wise, it's very clear for me कि ये करने के बाद ये problem solve होगा. Okay, so that's how it helps. So your fundamentals have to in place. That is the thing.
Okay. Yes, Dipti ma'am, I think there are 3 questions in the chat box. If you could.
Yes, those are from Parth only, sir.
Okay. Anyone wants to ask?
Sir, I have more questions.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
So can I ask?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, what are those specifically I'm asking, sir, what are those fundamentals which made you flexible, moving from storyboarding to being a compositor, to being a background artist, to being a character designer? So what are those specific skill sets which made you flexible in these all things? I would like to know that.
Fine, absolutely. So academically, if you ask me कि fundamentals point of view, कि yes, जो कुछ मैंने first year में सीखा है ना, वही सारा आगे डीप लेवल पे गया है. ओके, पराग एंड मी, हम दोनों फर्स्ट ईयर में एक साथ थे फाउंडेशन में, एंड फाउंडेशन हमने एक साथ किया. एंड वी नो कि सर हमें लॉक करते थे रूम में. ओके, असाइनमेंट जब तक कंप्लीट नहीं करते टिल 4 o'clock लॉक किया जाता था. ओके, सो पार्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग कि यस, सो डिजाइनिंग प्रिंसिपल्स अभी भी मुझे वो बहुत हेल्प करते हैं. डिजाइनिंग प्रिंसिपल्स आर एवरीवेयर. ओके, सो दैट इज रियली अमेजिंग थिंग. सो मैंने जो थोड़ी देर पहले कहा कि बेसिक्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, so those things, first year initially, that is the foundation of your entire career. That is very important. So stick with that, focus on it, and of course slowly you have to develop your other skills also, means logical thought process, your uh, now I am from advertising. मेरा जो बात का जो एजुकेशन हुआ वो एडवर्टाइजिंग ओरिएंटेड था. सो दैट हेल्प मी टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट क्लाइंट वांट टू सेल टू हिज और हर टारगेट ऑडियंस. इसका टारगेट ऑडियंस कौन है? ओके, सो दैट थॉट प्रोसेस मेड मी वेरी इजी to grab assignments and to deliver it. Okay, that kind of thought process required. Of course, soft skills they are coming little late, but yes, those are required. After third, fourth year, you can concentrate on it. Technical skills. I definitely say that technology is important, but don't go. This is my personal thought process. I may be wrong also, but generally I recommend after third year only you can touch to software. In that time, you just focus on your drawing and your basic concepts and everything. Because technology has that facility control C and control V. Okay, जब वो करते हो ना तो खुद को बहुत गंदी आदत हो सकती है. वो इट इज अ फैसिलिटी, लेकिन आदत भी हो सकती है. ओके, सो दैट इज द थिंग. सो जस्ट stay away from that thing. Okay, if you are using technology from first year also, that's fine. It's okay, no harm in it, but you have to limit yourself. So that kind of quality required, and passion. That is the only thing. As I mentioned कि आज की तारीख में भी अगर मुझे टाइम मिलता है तो मेरा हाथ चालू रहता है. I'm carrying my iPad and pencil, and I'm doing just scribbling and everything. So passion is really important, and this field is practical field. You have to focus on your work. I hope Parth, I gave this question answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
See, even one more thing I want to share here, that in 2003 we both got passed out from the same institute. But that syllabus was completely different, was more towards advertising related content was over there. But the field which Anand sir has selected, that is animation. But none of the aspect was over there for the animation in our syllabus that time, which was old syllabus. But Anand sir, my question to you, that though it is not related to directly with any syllabus, what you are right now and the way you have worked in this 18 years great career. So what exactly that element was behind to got the success in this field? Because we have not learned anything related to animation, character designing, or so on. So, but these people are now very lucky. This generation is very lucky because in private universities or private institute, they are incorporating this, as principal sir mentioned, that one of the pillar we have, that is animation, illustration. So what exactly, on which point that you got a success in this particular field?
Yeah, I think it's a basic, straightforward, logical thinking, I can say. When I realized, yes, drawing is important part, but as well as technology also important, like software and everything, I adopted those technology also as per requirements are changing. I just want to give you an example. When we are working on the Dashawtar feature film, of course at that time I was doing my job. So at that time compositor जो था, After Effects नया ही था, After Effects that software, and our boss hired one After Effects artist, but since it's a very niche category at that time, बहुत सारे attitude and नखरे kind of हो रहे थे. So we realized, and my boss also realized, but we can't help it with that. And one of my friend was there. His name is Prakash Vaira, and both of us had decided, chalo, let's try to explore. And our boss gave us a lot of good support, and we learned that software. And in the end, both of us completed entire 2.5 hours compositing and VFX thing after 3-4 years. So in that way, I want to say that thought process is very important. How you are looking at that challenge. If you are looking as an opportunity, then it's easy. If you are looking at ये नहीं होगा मुझसे, and generally specific for artists, ये mention करना चाहूँगा कि since animation is a little bit professional field, कि market से related है, so as an artist ये करके देखता हूँ, वो करके देखता हूँ, ये one point नहीं चलता है. You have to be very quick, fast, problem solver kind of thought process. That thing is required, and I think this is how I adapted myself.
Okay, good. Looking to our today's time, that I think if anyone have any questions, because we have limited time.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Parth.
Sir, it means that we have to make a balance between the knowledge of fundamentals and technology both. I mean, we have to
Correct.
just balance both the things. We can't just have being a we just can't stick to only one aspect, right?
Correct. See, Parth, if you are thinking that my drawing is very good and I will stick on that only, and I want to go in the field of animation, the way technology is getting involved in this industry, and if you're not going to adopt that technical things in as per your profession, it will not work for you, right? Though you are having a very good drawing skills, right? But you have to take that technical skill set with you, along with you.
See, over here, I just want to add, in my opinion, the graph will go like this. For technology, graph will start from 0 to 100 till 4th year. This is first year, and this is last year. So 0 to 100, and drawing, it might come simple as that.
So you have to make a balance. I mean, technology is must, because in every field, everywhere, you may get different tools, which is technology enabled. But if the idea is clear in your mind, in your brain, if the thought process is clear, then probably you can make a real good balance between technology, thought process, and your skills. So this is what I personally feel. And yes, just one question, last question from my side. How do you justify the motion graphic as an important tool in the field of advertising and communication industry, motion graphics, and how it is related and connected to animation?
Yeah, so I must say that it is need of an hour nowadays, because we are humans, and we are every time with some point के बाद हमें कुछ तो नया चाहिए. This is our basic requirement, I can say, or basic thought process. एक चीज बार-बार देखने के बाद वो ये नहीं होती. So motion graphics have that capacity to deliver you differently. लाइव एक्शन एक पीरियड था लाइव एक्शन फिल्म्स का, कि जहाँ पे कुछ भी करके लाइव एक्शन बनाओ और मूव आए. बट व्हेन ग्राफिक्स की उसके साथ एंगेजमेंट हो गई, those then videos are coming very interestingly, and if you see the ratio, the videos are more engaging. And nowadays, it's a very challenging thing to maintain that concentration level with the videos. अब YouTube पे भी अगर हम जाएंगे तो 5 सेकंड तक हम कैसे जैसे रुकते हैं, we just waiting for that skip to add. And अगर मेरे काम की चीज है या फिर मुझे कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग लगा तभी हम देखते हैं.
Correct.
So that is that's why advertising agency is required with motion graphics. So it will be big opportunity in that case.
Yes, and I think everyone is over here. They are having the same passion, which is, I think, drawing, art, right? So even we know that a number of opportunities they have being as a profession in this particular field, not only animation, but in the field of advertising, UI, UX, but the dot which we are connecting, that is passion, that is towards art. Yes, if no one is having any questions, then I think I can request to Dipti ma'am.
So Anand, on this platform, we are expecting that our students will definitely get opportunity to work with you in your studio.
Yes.
And we want to hear from you, like what kind of qualities you are expecting from our students, or you can also ask like, okay, these kind of qualities I require, and if our students are up to the mark, they will definitely get opportunity to work with you. So on that part, if you could guide our students ki like, okay, this way I can select students. So
yes, definitely I will answer this. In fact, sir, there are 2-3 students, they are already working with my studio. And
yes.
Anyway, so for these students, I just want to share with you my process is very simple. I don't have HR and that kind of structure in my studio. I have a very small studio, but whatever we are doing, we are doing. I think it's good. And whenever new candidate is coming, it may be or maybe experienced guy. I ask simple questions. If he is from fine art background, भाई तेरा सर्टिफिकेट बायोडाटा बाद में दिखा, मुझे पहले ये ड्राइंग करके दी.
क्या बात है.
So as an artist, I can understand the lines, what dedication he have. I can observe how he is doing that thing. It's very straightforward. But it's okay if some student have don't have that kind of drawing skills, but he have very strong thought. So I asked him, okay, fine. If you are not comfortable with drawing, show me your portfolio. It's absolutely fine. And from I can judge that thing. So your work speaks first, and then that and everything how you present. So your
that means students need to work on their portfolio. They should make their portfolio strong enough to impress you and get opportunity to work with you. Is that right? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. So it is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of MIT School of Fine Arts and Applied Arts. I would like to thank our today's speaker, Anand Budkar, sir. This truly has been a wonderful session. You have so very well explained and given us insight into the whole process. The entire session was so very well delivered. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to thank our HOD, Applied Arts, Professor Parag Sheke, sir. I would like to thank our respected Dean and Principal, Professor Dr. Milind Dhobre, sir. I would like to thank Honorable Executive Director, Mrs. Jyoti Dhakne ma'am, for her kind support to our department. I would like to thank our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Anand Chakradev, sir. Also, I would like to thank our management, especially our beloved Honorable Executive President of MIT ADT University, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat, sir. I would like to extend my gratitude to our founding father, Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, for his kind blessing and support. And a very important thank you to our technical team for the smooth conduction of this program. And last but not the least, thank you, dear students, for joining this interactive session. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepti.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Anand.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.